Welcome to Southeast News on Signature TV. I am Barry Kumo Ado. Let's start with the headlines. Gunmen attack Anambra local government headquarters. Abia PDP chieftain quits party. Minimum wage implementation committee set up in Enugu State. Stay with us. Gunmen on Friday attacked Obaru local government area secretariat, destroying some buildings. Signature TV gathered that the gunmen arrived in their numbers and opened fire within the headquarters of the council area, but no lives were lost during the attack. The police public relations officer SP Tochukwu Ikenga, who confirmed the attack on Obaru local government area in the early hours of Friday, said security operatives resisted the gunmen. Ikenga noted that a joint security operation was ongoing in the area to arrest those involved in the attack. This would not be the first time Obaru local government headquarters has been attacked by gunmen. Governor Peter Mbah of Enugu State has inaugurated a committee tasked with implementing the new national minimum wage for civil and public servants. The committee, which includes representatives from both the government and labor unions, has been given a one-month deadline to submit its report. The governor emphasized his commitment to workers' welfare and urged the committee to collaborate with stakeholders to ensure a comprehensive outcome. Correspondent Chinemeremi Kebana was at the inauguration ceremony, reports that the committee would oversee the implementation of a new national minimum wage for civil and public servants in the state. Committee, inaugurated on Thursday at Government House in Enugu, was given a one-month deadline to submit its findings and recommendations. Committee is chaired by the head of service, Kenneth Ugu, with Sandra George representing the Office of the Secretary to the State Government, serving as Secretary. Other members include the Commissioner for Finance and Economic Development, Dr. Nathaniel Orama, Commissioner for Labor and Employment, Chika Ugoke, and Accountant General of the State, Mr. Anthony Okenwa. Representing the labor unions on the committee are Comrade Fabian Mwibo, Chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC, Enugu State Chapter, Comrade Benedict Asogwa, Chairman of the State Chapter of the Trade Union Congress TUC, Comrade Ezekiel Ome, Chairman of the Public Service Joint Negotiating Council, and Comrade Udaya Ani, Chairman of the State Chapter of the National Union of Local Government Employees. While inaugurating the committee, Governor Mbah reiterated his commitment to improving workers' welfare and called on the committee to engage extensively with all relevant stakeholders, including various ministries, departments, and agencies. He stressed the importance of the workers' involvement and ownership of a final report to ensure it accurately reflects their needs and expectations.
For the implementation of the new national minimum wage, it's a very important exercise, and we have carefully selected members of this committee. We believe that you would be able to discharge yourselves creditably. We expect, as terms of reference, for you to do a comprehensive review of the salary chart of the all categories and cadres of workers, both at the state and the local government level, the unified local government system, using the existing state salary chart as a guide. We also expect that in the course of this job, you are going to consult and engage the relevant MDAs, including the key officers. So we need to show a collaborative approach so that we get the people take ownership of this assignment at the time that you generate your report. So nobody would claim that they were left out. So we need to employ a collaborative approach in executing this assignment.
Speaking at the inauguration, committee chairman and head of service, Kenneth Ugu, assured Governor Anambra that the committee will not only meet the 1-month deadline, but also deliver a high-quality report that exceeds expectations.
Going by the caliber of people in the committee, I'm sure we are not only going to meet your expectations, we are going to surpass it. 1-month period is given to us, sir. I assure you, we are going to submit our recommendations in record time. We are aware of your commitment to the welfare and motivation of the great workers of Enugu State. We are very much aware of that. And all our recommendations are going to align with your vision for a highly motivated and productive public service. Your Excellency, sir, you asked us to take it serious, and we are going to take it serious. There's no doubt about that. All we are asking for is for your continued guidance and support all the steps of the way.
Sorry about that. In line with the recent increase in the minimum wage to 70,000 naira by the federal government, Enugu State is working towards implementing a suitable wage for its workforce through extensive collaboration with stakeholders. Still in Enugu State, the governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, has officially commissioned a state-owned mega asphalt production plant, a significant infrastructure project by its administration. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony on Thursday in Enugu, Governor Mba emphasized that the state will not only produce asphalt, but also manufacture the raw materials required for its production. This initiative, he noted, is expected to significantly reduce road construction costs in the state. The governor said the asphalt plant is a major step towards achieving its administration's goal of constructing over 1,000 kilometers of roads annually.
This is an event that brings us closer to our dream of kissing our collapsed roads, our unpaved roads goodbye. You recall that in my anniversary, in my 1-year anniversary speech, I alluded to the fact that the commitment we made in our manifesto to pave at least 10,000 kilometers of road over the next 8 years was not a mere posturing. It was not because we wanted to gain some political relevance. We made those commitments because we knew it was realizable. But in order for us to realize it, we needed to innovate. And that's essentially what we are witnessing here today. A special and a state-of-the-art asphalt production plant, which is designed, as you have heard the experts say, it is designed to produce 160 tons. So for context, 2.5 tons every minute. It's designed to produce 160 tons per hour. So what it effectively means is that if we decide to work 20 hours in a day, we can produce 3,200 tons every day.
The newly inaugurated asphalt plant, described as the largest in the southeast region, features advanced batch mix technology with a capacity of 160 tons per hour. The plant can produce up to 1,500 tons of high-quality asphalt daily, setting a new standard in road construction within the region. Governor Mba's administration says the plant is a critical asset in accelerating infrastructure development and boosting the local economy by reducing dependency on external suppliers. Still in Enugu, a former commissioner for health in the state, Dr. Uche Uzochukwu, has highlighted the crucial role of nursing in the medical field, describing it as an engine room of health care. He called on the government to recognize nurses as a valuable global asset. Dr. Uzochukwu made this statement at Asata Health Center on Thursday, and the nursing students of the University of Nigeria Enugu campus, UNEC, continued their community health week.
I felt elated because the program that I like anything that is health related, and more especially when it involves community health program. So my basic motivation for coming here is that I want to reconnect with the people of Enugu State. You can see the versatility in the students, the community they came to see at peace, they are relaxed, and I feel that it's a good program. Encourage the Minister of Health Enugu to keep doing this kind of program as they was getting rural health closer to the people.
In the gathering, the Associate Dean, Faculty of Health Sciences at the University of Nigeria Enugu campus, Dr. Ijoma Ilu, identified the significance of community health service in the health value chain. She appreciated the efforts made by the students in organizing such events.
Na malaria na-eli anyị kpaa akwa dị n'aka anyị biko nụ ụzọ kasị mma esi egbochi nje kata wee dị mfe bụ site n'ịkwụ aka. Ịkwụ aka na-egbochi nje akụzigara anyị ka esi akwụ aka na mgbe eji akwụ aka na ihe eji akwụ aka. Ọ bụrụ na anyị baa n'ime obi anyị ebie na anyị ga-ebido ugbu a na-akwụ aka, nje ga-agba ọsọ na-eri nne. Ọ bụkwa na enwe otu nje a si wee bịa n'agbanyeghị mbọ niile anyị gbara ka anyị bịa n'ụlọ ahụike n'ihe bụ health center ebe a ga-eme anyị ahụike nke ha na-agaghị emeli, ha na-eme ngwa ngwa inye referral ka ọ ghara inye referral mgbe ọ ga-abụ ọ dị late. Ihe a chịkọbara tata bụ ụmụaka nọ na n'ihe bụ health center bụ nchịkọwarị anụ nwe gọọmenti nyere anyị ego ndị ole na ole nwere ike ịgbapụta anyị, mana majority of ihe mere tata bụ ụmụaka bụ ihe mere andọ ndị nne na nna ha bụ ndị kwadoro ha ma ndị lụrụ dị n'ime ha ọ bụrụ di ha kwadoro ha.
A founding member of the People's Democratic Party in Abia State, Senator Emma Nwaka, on Thursday dumped the party. Nwaka's resignation letter, titled "Time for Me to Quit," said he chose to resign after reflection on the trajectory of his political life. Nwaka thanked the people of Abia State for the opportunity to serve them for 5 years without scandals. He pledged that the party is free to consult him on any matter in the interest of Abia State. The PDP party thanked him too for his noble contribution to the party over the years. That's the news. When we come back, we'll be having a conversation on culture and tourism potential in the Southeast. Stay with us. Glad to know you're still on us, watching us, and staying with us on Southeast News. We're turning our attention to look at why is it that all over the Southeast we talk about the cultural attributes and the cultural values. We talk about our identity as people of the Southeast. We talk about our beliefs in the Southeast. When it comes to tourism, we just look at it as a passing fad without doing anything seriously about it. If you go to East Africa, Kenya is known for making millions of dollars from tourism. And you can't talk about tourism without cultural attributes. So today we're going to have that conversation on how to develop the culture and tourism potential of the Southeast. With me in the studio is a former secretary of the Board of Culture and Tourism in Enugu State, is High Chief Izueke Eddie Okolo. You're welcome to Southeast News.
Thank you for having me. I am glad to be here with you to discuss a very salient issue concerning our state and Nigeria in general. We are talking about tourism and the essence of culture, arts, and of course, nature. So I thank God for our state Enugu, that God has bestowed on us what we should be bragging for, what we have no other people has. So Enugu has its comparative advantage on various areas that could boost tourism in the state. So if I begin to mention, culture is the most important one, because we cannot just go back to that type of tourism that you can find out in Rio de Janeiro or California. We have our own, what they are looking for, and that is culture. When we come to Enugu State, we are built from culture. We are grounded in culture. So if I begin to talk about our norms and ethics, cultural values, respect, welcoming visitors, hospitality, this is what we have, that we use it to surpass every other state. And it's attested by the few people that have visited us. But on this balance, I'm pleading with the government in power to provide the enabling environment that will make these areas thrive. For instance, culture is our stronghold, starting from masquerade or Mon Festival, what we call Mon Festival in our place. But unfortunately, whenever Mon Festival is floated, the people of Enugu claiming to be holier than thou, we'll be talking that the governor has dragged the Enugu state to begin to worship idol. But that is far from that. Our masquerade is where the art is embedded. So when we talk of art, we talk of expression of skill, talent, and all other things that creatively God has endowed in you. It might not cost you too much thing, like building a house. That thing is innate, it's in us, it's living in us. So coming to express is very, very cheap. So if Enugu State provide theater for our teeming youths who are grounded in cultural background, like folklore tales, like songs and music, dance of different types. Enugu has dance steps that the world is copying now. You can attest with me that if you see Ogene music of Enugu, you see the dance step of Achikoro, you see the dance step of Atilogu, you see Okanga, you see Igede, you see Ipa. It's a very noble thing to behold. It addresses kingship and royalty.
Thank you, sir. But why do we always quickly run to government providing an enabling environment? Have we, in our local areas, developed this arts, the music, the culture in such a way that people will be willing to come down there all across the Southeast? If you don't say you are, nobody knows where you are. You mentioned Atilogo. I remember long ago, Atilogo represented the Igbo identity. Anywhere it's played, people will talk about
Even Nigeria.
That is Igbo identity.
Yes.
All the downsteps across the landscape of the Southeast, all the culture, everything that is interconnected, even the various dialects, they represent the Igbo culture. But why is it that we always wait for the government? What can we do as a people, let's say from the local area, what have they done to ensure that somebody will be willing to leave their comfort zone to come and visit and see the culture of the people there?
Thank you very much. There is this popular adage, Igbo adage, that says, Onye jigu ka egu na-eso. The government has the resources. They have wherewithal. We have the music, we have the dance, we have the culture. It is in us. It is innate. We don't need to run away. But we don't, you don't value what you have. We don't think that that thing we have that people cherish, that people are looking for, we might not know how to package them. But we are saying that, we are not saying that government will come and prepare or begin to arrange or prepare people to dance or whatnot. But we want to tell them, please give us arena, give us platform where we can do all this. For instance, I mentioned theater. There is no theater as old as Enugu is. There is no art center in Enugu. We have artists of various standards produced by IMT, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, College of Education in Hamfu, College of Education Technica. Mention them. GTC. We have artists. They always run to Lagos. I was in a party held for the then governor of Delta State, Udaya. When the artists want to honor him, the commissioner read in his, one of the, RMD was Commissioner for Culture and Tourism then. When they want to thank Udaya, they say, thank you, Udaya, for making artists leave Enugu for Asaba.
I was going to come to that.
It's unfortunate.
I was going to come to that because
so,
I know that the early beginnings of today's Nollywood, Enugu,
started from Enugu.
Was the base.
Yes.
Most of the early movies in Nigeria were filmed in Enugu. There's this hotel along Obiago axis that was the hub of where people go for auditions and other things.
Yes.
So the question still remains, is it just government or are we missing something? You know why I'm asking that? In every community,
yes,
let me localize it a bit. When you want to have your meetings, the meetings are held at the center of the town. You're talking about Rio de Janeiro. Let me take you a bit to the recent one.
Yeah.
The Osun Osogbo Festival.
Yes.
Is done in a local place. There are no theaters. But people came together and made it where it should happen. And it's happening. And every year, you see people from around the world, they go there. Why can't it be the same in the Southeast? We have museums. We have the Ojukwu Bunker. We have the first private airport, the Uli, the airstrip. We have so many things to showcase. We have the Ogbunike Cave. We have so many things. Why are we waiting for government? Why are people not investing in tourism? Government may be able to provide some other infrastructure, security. What about the others?
I'm still coming to that. I will still hold government responsible for not doing the needful. The Igbo adage says, and Sidinafa Deshishi, they've prepared these things in their localities. They need a platform, they need an arena where to showcase it. That is when they showcase it, and the investors now will have the opportunity to see them and know the type of attribute you will play on that platform. So what I am saying about this initiative, you know our setting, the Igbo setting, we are traders, we sojourn to all various other states, urbanization has taken people away from their home. So all these things, we need to have a way at the center where people run to urban area. We need to have an arena where you can get what we call talent hunts, where you can get all these young people. You see a beautiful place. For instance, I still use theater as an example. If we have theater here, government don't even need to come. We have Council for Arts and Culture. We have Ministry of Culture and Tourism. People will be invited, auditioned, and put them across. The music is a very simple thing for them to take over. The organ music, we have them in various areas. During their normal competition, during Christmas, Easter, but there was no gain coming to that. People were not seeing them at that level of investing. It is government that will have the platform or create that enabling environment to put them together, harness them, so that you will tell people that there is gain in this thing, and people will come. For individual cases, they have been there, they have been doing it. It's very interesting. They are there, but they take it as, what do you call it, hobby, a realization thing. But this time, we want to make it business. There should be an advocacy area, an advocacy platform to tell them that if you put it like this, we are going to help you to this level, and so on and so forth. I tell you, I know my people, I've been there. I know what I suffered. When you call them to ordinary festival or to come and perform for people to see, they say, government, how much are you going to pay? But I'm telling you that if, like we have gallery, we don't have gallery here. You don't need to pay an artist to produce his work. Just put a gallery up. Collect works from artists, put them there. People that are coming into Enugu, we go there and see them and buy. People call me from various places and ask me about artwork. I'll begin to phone individual artists, making contact. But that's not what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to have a gallery. We have, Enugu has historic places that can make up for tourism. This is a co-city state. And it is known all over the world that Enugu has one of the best coals around, dating back from 1909. Now, the coal miners, there was a time I was writing to governments about this. When you get to a coal mine, the coal mine itself, Oyama coal mine, Asata coal mine, you will find out that these scavengers carry plants with a power machine, go there to cut the iron used to brace the place. Instead of government getting in to preserve what they have and declare them tourist centers, it is not done. Such areas supposed to be declared tourism centers and preserve what is there, put security there, put it in a way. That is why I say we must call government. We have beautiful lakes here and around in every place. We have the hills. Enugu is built on hill. It took its name from the hills. We have beautiful hills ranging from Ogu to Udi down to Nsukka, then Eziagu places. We have beautiful caves here and there. When the director of tourism, National Tourism Board, came to Enugu, he says, I wish they could build our home here so that Enugu will be the tourism base of Nigeria, because they have everything. When I begin to talk about tourism, we look at it at a very high level. But that thing we are looking at up, it's just within your foot, just around you. I went into an old building in the Ministry of Information, Ministry of Information. You get there, you see old typewriters. You see braille writer, typewriter that are damaged. These are such things we should package. Go to places, collect gramophone, Put a beautiful historic gallery so that when people come in, they are here, they are bound. Every one of us know the story of Japan when the Hiroshima saga. So they ban everything foreign, everything Western, and they concentrated, getting flip radio, getting all that things, disintegrate them, study them there, and today they are the best in electronics. This is what we can do here. I don't know. When you talk, if you put your proposal will miss along the way. So I don't know. These are when I begin to talk about it gives me bleeding heart when I see what we are missing. People are not looking at it at all. When we talk of cultural tourism, the masquerade festival we have can substitute for any type of carnival you are thinking of. Let me remind you, when we went for the National Carnival in Abuja, Enugu used to get first position in masquerading. But the one-time governor from Nasarawa State, who has been in the Art Council, fortunately he became the governor, invited the director of culture. I said, please, what is it that Enugu has in masquerade? Go and study it, and I want to take. And since then till today, they have been taking first position. That is the power of government.
Is that just the power of government?
That is the power of government. When they have the will.
Hold it. You know why I'm asking? If it's the power of government, Enugu was always taking first position because of what? Originality.
Originality, yes.
So at what point did Enugu lose the originality for the other state to now take over?
Yes.
Because a masquerade from the southeast is different from a masquerade from the north.
From the north, exactly.
So at what point did we probably decide that, oh, now it's time to start imitating what the others are doing, and we're losing it? That's one. Two, while you were talking, I was asking, you are passionate about culture. You're passionate about pushing it so that people will understand it better and invest in it for others to come in.
Exactly.
But I know, and you know, that there are like-minded people like you. So at what point do proposals get missing when like-minded people are in the corridors of power to see that these things come to light? Why are we just comfortable and in our comfort zones, just knowing that if you go to our home, this cave is there?
Yes.
But it has no cultural value. If you go to parts of Eziago, there's this waterfall there, no cultural value. It cannot attract any tourist. Are we not the biggest losers?
Thank you very much. We are losers because we don't know. I told you that we need advocacy visits, and coming from people like you and myself, probably we might be looking at our pockets, we cannot do it. And that is where I call in government to help. Since they have created the State Council for Arts and Culture, created the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, they need to equip them, provide the necessary, needful items for them to visit. I was in one of the radios around today. When we were talking, I said, you people are studio radio officers. Why don't you reach out? There is what we call the beer parlor journalism or studio journalism. There is no more investigative journalism. We need to go out. You mentioned there is no community in Enugu, you mentioned, without one beautiful tourist attraction. You see everywhere. So we are not just mentioning, Eziago as in Obunofia, we have what you call Eziago Tourism Complex. Within one periphery, you see a deep blue lake. You'll be thinking that you are in a high sea. Very neat. If you put pin by the side of that lake, you are going to pick it. Very, very neat. Nothing is doing there. We have cave, the Oba. When you get into that Oba, you see a kind of gallery as arena where palace, where God stays and decides what happens. You see all these things. You go to a waterfall, you see the hot stream, you see the cold stream in one place and waterfall. So when I was explaining, I said that was the God's jacuzzi. Okay. The lake is the swimming pool. The shower is the waterfall is the shower. That is why God bath. And you see where it stays. Within a periphery of, you don't even need to drive. Don't even need, you trek from here to here, you get all these things. If you go that, you see hot spring. You see Odoro. If you go to Mako is the source of Mamu River. Mako is the source of Oji River. If you go to that place, you see wonderful what nature has placed on our hand. If you go to Ezimo, if you go to Opi here, Opi has about 8 legs, chain of legs, 8. Where do we come? You've mentioned the home. Or are we talking of fast-moving rivers that can even be small hydroelectricity be generated? Yeah, we have Oji River, we have Mamu, we have Do, we have many of them. Nam, all these rivers, you see them. We have beach, Nyamba Beach, Nankano here. You would think you are in the coastal level of the country. These are all domiciled in Enugu. So I call government to help the community, teach them, put up workshops. Even if you don't do it by yourself, place a workshop, call the Igwes, call the town union and youths from the villages. Have a workshop with them, teach them how they will go about these things. It will help increase your internal generated revenue. These are natural things that you don't need to spend much. That is why I'm saying that entertainment industry, tourism, arts, and culture is a better replacement for oil, for this crude oil everybody's running for. So, my dear, I don't know. For the facts we have already started, okay, I visited Calabar. They have wonderful, there's a Cross River. They have wonderful orchestra. Orchestra band has been functioning in Enugu during the time of Nelly Uchende. She was the leader. What is happening to it now? You write and write and write, no reply. So we need at least the one that is obvious. I am betting myself. If we have Art Center today, we'll be netting certain amount to His Excellency every month. Or
to His Excellency or
to the
revenue of the state government.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying now, for him to work, to the treasury of the state government. Because I want a situation where we have an art center. For instance, we have old buildings here and there, like old House of Assembly. If it is declared art center today, by the back of it, we build workshops, invite artists to rent at a reduced price. That becomes a workshop center. They will be producing work. Now we float craft and art market. When you float craft and art market, any sales you make there, the artist, you take commission, the artist will take his money. They will be happy with you. You are helping them. You are empowering your own people. So these are where we will start. Then we have great people born and bred here in Enugu. Many of them, like I met High Chief Eden Duke when he was minister. I said, we are waiting for you. They say they are waiting for us because the festival in Nigeria was formed and formulated from here in Enugu. Before you do the festival, all this festival they're doing this. The people, Wokorobiago, Aguna, and so on, Lawrence, they put up, Emeka Lawrence, they put up this festival. They were invested in Kaduna, and that turns into Nigerian Festival of Art and Culture today. But it started here in Enugu. So if the whole nation is looking at us, waiting for Enugu to take a lead.
So how long are we going to wait?
I don't know. I am pleading with you people that reach out. Be our advocates so that people will think home. Just bring their minds down. You are looking for Igbo people, but what we are looking for is here with us, what we can get.
Yes, but you know that by the time you have people coming from all over the world to see the natural wonders you have, that is when you begin to make revenue.
That is it.
And that's when your investments yield.
Tourism, it has what we call down the line chain reaction. I have put a paper on that, but you know, nobody reads now. I'm passionate about writing, but nobody reads. When you talk of tourism, people get in it. I put a handbook of Enugu, so that if any visitor is coming in to Enugu, you lay hand on that small book. By the time you get to your hotel, you'll be known about the history of Enugu, the administrative pattern of Enugu, the people that built Enugu, the communities and whatever, about this cool city. So it's there. Then, coming in there, the first contact you make are the commuter drivers. We must be putting up workshops for them because they are your mirror. If you don't train them very well, they paint you black. We need to train them. By the time they are getting, Governor Duke, when we visited Cross River, was telling us that he was in America. Then he entered the cab. So the driver asked him, "You're from Nigeria?" "Yes." "Okay. I like Nollywood. I like Mama G. That woman is wicked." So you see, it's an ordinary cab driver. So giving you what is in your own country. And the governors might be thinking so big that they will not even look down to know the value of what these people can put on table. It's interesting. So that is what I'm looking for. I want us to, because every other person will benefit. The pure water seller, when I did a paper for Igwansi in Eke, from the people that are doing some study research about it, I was invited to chairman that occasion. I told them that Igwansi in Eke is not just about the drumming. The Igbo Nugu, that is marathon, could be enshrined into it because there is this race to determine those that will go for war. There are history behind all those things. Oh, that Igbo Nugu could be train people that will be doing marathon for us today. Then that Igbo Nugu. Then the Okada, people that bring people that will come and
visit us into the
they will make their pockets will smile. The people that sell Opa, their pocket will smile. The people that sell pure water, their pocket will smile. So you cannot begin to name the gain is inexhaustible.
I just have to let you go. High Chief Izueke Eddie Okolo, former Secretary, Cultural and Tourism Board of Enugu State.
Enugu State Council for Arts and Culture.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for coming on to Southeast News.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you,
and
sir.
My parting word is this: don't give up.
Yes.
We must work together to turn it around.
I have a word to give
the Southeast.
Yes. My parting word also is that I want you people to help us because we might not know it. And I am passionate about where we have a comparative advantage, which is in our culture. Even if we are going to do carnival or doing festival, more festival connotes art art in its entirety. Visual art, performing art, and literary art. All is embedded. Mawabani, dijele, colors, glamour, austerity, the scintillating dance
Dance
steps and all whatnot. It's interesting. Thank you for having me once again.
Thank you too. We're taking a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take you somewhere. Stay with us. Glad to know you are still with us on Southeast News. Now, many a times people are told about the need to be self-employed. And one of the common means of being self-employed you will see all around, almost every corner, is point of sale machine or item that is used to help people to make money. They give a service and for that they are paid. I have John Maduago who is on the line and is going to speak with me on one thing that is saddening, and that's the fact that many of these people who are finding a way of helping themselves are being robbed almost on a daily basis. John Maduago, good afternoon.
Good evening.
Oh, it's evening over there. It's still afternoon here, but you're still welcome.
Okay, thank you.
So you did an investigation concerning robbing of POS vendors. Can you tell us about it?
Yes. When I started hearing several reports of this, I needed to dig in and know exactly what was happening. So from my findings, I have about 5 of such reports that happened between the middle of July and Sunday last week. Do you want me to narrate this?
Please go ahead.
Okay, so let's start with the first one on the 16th of July at about 9 p.m. A POS operator by the name Ibokuchukwu Ebuka was attacked by this group of robbers, and they made away with his money and left him with bullet wounds. Fast forward to August 4th, a Sunday afternoon by 3 o'clock, another operator, this time in Abama Housing Estate, was attacked He was shot on the leg, and the bag containing his money was taken away. He told me that it was done by 3 young boys who operated on a tricycle. That he saw them, they initially came, passed, looked at him in a suspicious way. He quickly parked, felt it was safe after about an hour or thereabouts, only to come out, and then they now attacked him. 6 days later, on a Sunday, opposite a commercial bank, they struck again. This time, they shot 4 people, including a couple who were making use of the services of the POS operators, and they made away with the money bag of 2 of the operators. Yes, so this is 3. 2 weeks later, that is just this Sunday, August 25, they struck 2 locations in Umuahia. First to Swakoli Road, where they shot one operator who hesitated to give him his money. Then they now moved over to the Azikiwe Kotagbene Road and FMC Axis, where they also operated. However, at the second spot, the gunshots they fired attracted the attention of the police, who rushed to the scene, and it made them to flee. About 2 POS operators were reportedly shot. It is not very clear if they took their money or not because of how quickly the police responded to that incident. But you can imagine the panic it is causing among residents in the state, and even among the POS operators themselves, who do not know when it will be their turn to be attacked by this group of criminals. Robbers.
So, what has the police been doing? Because I am sure from all the series of incidents you mentioned, there would have been some form of investigation by police.
Yes, the police is aware because even the August 10 incident, one of those POS operators who was almost among those who were attacked, but she saw them and fled, said they reported the incident to the police. I did have a WhatsApp chat with the police public relations officer, Mrs. Lauren Chinaka, who said they have made some arrests and have taken some measures to forestall future occurrences. So the police is fully aware. And for the police to have responded to the second attack on Sunday, it gives you an impression that they are not lying idle while this is happening. And when the person that did that report reached out to her, she said they were aware and were investigating. So the police is fully aware, and I'm hoping that soon we'll have better news. She had also told me that some arrests have been made.
That's
so
good.
we are hoping that they will give us more information. But the question which I am still waiting for the answers is, if some arrests have been made, who is this group that is still operating? Is it a different group? Is it a new group? And for how long are we going to keep hearing of the reign of terror on POS operators and innocent citizens who are patronizing them? I'm sure you are also asking the same question, and I'll be very happy to give you the answer as soon as I get it.
Okay, just before you go, I'll also want to add one more question to the number of questions you raised. Would the vendors, the POS vendors, not become wary even if an ordinary person wants to patronize them, because you don't know who is coming after their money? So add that to the number of questions you are going to ask. So by the next time we talk about this issue, we'll be well informed.
Thank you very much. I'll be more than happy to give you good news by the time we talk about this again.
That would be great. John Maduago, journalist calling from Abia State. Thank you for joining us on Southeast News. And that's where we say it's a wrap for today's edition. Thank you to all those who were part of it. Barikumo Ado is my name. Do have a great day.